Namaste. Hi, this series is it's based on history of our people that was never known by us because it was deleted whether intentionally or not. We would never thought about uh, our own people. So I decided to take on the mantle and give it to you. So on this one, before I get into it, I will read this as I always do. Okay? So I will go to the next date and let's see here. Relax. Relax. Everything's going to be all right. That's what my papa said when he appeared to me as an angel. I remember that so clearly. Rest, everything's coming together. Open your hearts. Love is on the way. And this is Jude chapter 1 and 2. She grew up in the tiny town of Winchester, Tennessee. Yet the course of her career, Donna Shore earned 10 Emmy Awards, recorded 75 hit records, and hosted a string of hit TV shows. Obviously, Dinah was a hard worker, but she was also a woman who took time to relax. Mhm. So should you. Miss Shore's philosophy was simple, she said. Play is a vital part of life. So true. Dinah believed that heartbreak should be punctuated by rest and relaxation. And she was right. So if you're overworked, overcommitted, or under inspired, give yourself a much needed break. You deserve time to rest, to relax, and to recharge your batteries. Do yourself and the world a favor. Carve out the time you need to restore your energy, your optimism, your perspective, and your faith. And I do this. I take that time each day, and the living of it has to be a conscious creation and which discipline, yes, and order are relieved with some play, and pure foolishness. Mary Sutton. Okay, now I will get down to the topic. All right. Uh, we will, brother, I will be speaking about two prestigious people of color in our history. Then I will show you the 1860 slave census. You may not believe it. Okay. The first person is Flipper Henry Ocean. He was the first person of color that graduated and admitted from West Point. And the dates are 1856 to 1940 when he died. Uh, Graduate from the United States Military Academy at West Point. Was born in Thomasville, Georgia, after, after the liberation of slaves in 1865. The Flipper family moved to Atlanta, where Henry was educated at a school conducted by the uh, Miss, American Missionaries Association and at Atlanta University. He won the appointment to West Point while he was studying at Atlanta University. His graduation from the military academy in 1877 attracted the attention of the nation's leading newspaper, the New York Herald. Wow. Said that Cadet Flipper was the only one to receive cheers at the graduation exercise. All right. He was handsome. Here is a, let's see here. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Let's see here. Of him. There he is. He is very handsome. Okay. Uh, as early as 1877, there was some concerns about Second Lieutenant Flipper's request for cavalry service because there were reports of an army regulation which forbade people of color officers in European regiments. In 1878, because of this controversy, he was assigned to the 10th Cavalry at Fort Sill, one of the two uh, cavalries of color regularly Army Cavalry Cavalry Regiment authorized by Congress in 1866 in Fort Davis, Texas. Flipper was arrested on two charges and tried by a general court martial in 1881. He was found not guilty of the charge of embezzlement, but he was found guilty of the second charge of conduct unbecoming an officer and a gentleman, and was dismissed from the service. Oh, wow. Europeans are everywhere. He contended for years for another review of his case because it stood to reason that if he was not guilty of embezzlement, then there was no basis for the charge of misconduct. Wow, no kidding. In view of this discriminatory policies in the armed services throughout the history of the United States, Flipper was noted justified in contending that the charges were trumped up. So true, buddy, so true. After leaving the Army, he became an engineer. All right. And in 1890, the chief engineer of the Alter Land Company. He was then employed as a surveyor of public lands in Sonora, Mexico. While in Mexico, he also was an agent of the United States Department of Justice from 1893 to 1901. He remained in Mexico until 1912, when he accepted employment with the Sierra Mining Company in Duluth, Minnesota. However, by 1919, recognized as an authority on Mexican affairs, he was called upon by the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs Relations for information on Mexico. All right, you up there, buddy, you up there. Okay. In 1923, the Secretary of the Interior employed him as an assistant or advisor. All right, he's doing well. From 1923 to 1930, he was employed by the Pantepec Oil Company in Venezuela. By the time of his retirement in 1930, he had opened a new field and was recognized as an outstanding petroleum engineer. He died in his native state of Georgia in 1940. Wow, wow, wow. Very impressive. prestigious, very, very, very. I think the next time I will do the second prestigious person. Right now, okay. And also the slave census. I'm running out of time, so I will do my empowerment question. I will do my cool call card shuffling. A little bit hot here. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I will put this over here. Okay, now, first I will do fan. Okay, here they are, empowering questions. Okay, then I will do the question on top. Okay, as I always do. Okay, I will probably take a break after this and and take some time before I go on to the next series. Okay, excuse me. Okay, empowering questions. I have not seen it. You will see it first. All right. And it says, how do I show love to myself? And to others. Well, uh, for a long time, I didn't love myself because my family did not show love. Uh, my mom was a narcissist, and some of my siblings were also. And and I did not know why they could not love me and mistreated me so bad for many years until I studied psychology and realized that what the symptoms was or were narcissists. So uh, they was not able to love me. But through the years and God speaking to me, He taught me how to love myself and others. And it does not stop there. The strain through the journey of my spirituality, I'm still learning more on how to love myself and others. And spirituality teaches this. That's why I am teaching spirituality, because this is what God called me to do. And He has given me and is giving me the tools to do this, because through spirituality you find peace. And I am glad that God chose me for this job. I don't know why, but thank you, God. Uh, and that is how I came to this channel. And uh, I love it. I love what I do and why I do it. Even though it takes uh, a lot of time out of my life, but I do it because I like it, and God depends on me to continuously teach people about spirituality. And I will do this until He calls me home. And I would do it with zest. So that is how I show my love to myself and other people. And also, I do not welcome toxic people in my life or narcissists. And all the people that was that way and is that way, I deleted them all of my life out of my life, because God said that if I didn't, that these people would, would kill me with their narcissism and their narcissistic tendency. And they would not ever show me love in 100 years. They are not able to show up. So they are not in my life anymore. So now all I will say, namaste, and to take care of yourself and each other. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and like and watch it to the end. And always just say, please pass it on. Thank you. Good night.